3 rounds of 5 minutes. The referee in this fight is Daniel Sharifi.
And again, we have
Fighters,
a very
to the
interesting
center,
body
please.
difference here, with Valentin
Okay,
being
guys, you know the rules.
10, 15
fight
centimeters
clear. Listen to
taller,
my
a
comments all
longer
the time.
reach.
No questions?
So it'll be intriguing to see whether he
gloves,
uses
step
that to
back.
keep Van der Brink away from him, usually.
Yeah, I think Valentin has got the reach advantage and also the athletic advantage maybe. But Van der Brink got the power advantage. So let's see how this plays out.
So we're in a pro card. That means 3 rounds of 5 minutes. We've begun, compared to some of the other fights this evening, reasonably cagey opening here.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of respect between these two. They've got huge experience on both sides, and especially when you look at Van der Brink, all of his wins, both in the amateur and the pro ranks, by finish, including one inverted Ezekiel choke as well on there.
That's an unusual thing to have on your submission resume.
Yeah, it just shows the level he is, and when you're doing judo and you're applying it to jiu-jitsu and everything like that, yeah, those sort of submissions which are unfamiliar, and when you add the power to it that he's obviously got in his arms and his hands, you can pull those ones off.
And we're seeing at the minute a fair number of traded leg kicks. What does it feel like when you're in a ring like that, Yusri? And
I'm not sure if that hit, but that was a beautiful timed high kick. Yeah, they did.
He's
He's hit him.
He caught Valentin, got a clean one to the jaw in the right hand. Oh, and a nice elbow in response from Valentin there. Oh, and another right hand.
Right on the chin again.
But Van der Brink is swarming him.
Very explosive, Van der Brink. He's not letting him go. He's trying to finish it straight off.
And look at how he's using his hips to try and make space. That's that grappling base. Pushing him away, throwing him down.
Oh my
There's the
God.
judo.
Look at that power, man. He just throw him to the ground.
But Valentin is so tough, so tough. He's taken everything. He's still there. And one thing you've got to be careful with Van der Brink is not emptying that tank.
Yeah, Valentin kept on moving. He kept reacting. He stopped making sure he wasn't getting too many clean shots through, but he's not. He's looking a little bit wobbly and tentative there.
Van der Brink needs to look out for the dangerous knees through the middle.
Yeah, with the height difference, right?
Yeah,
that's going to be.
he just missed him almost twice. Missed him slightly.
That was good there from Valentin as well. Going back to those long strikes, you talked about the height and reach advantage, Callum, in the opening. That's the weapons he needs to use. Don't get caught in the close quarters with Van der Brink. You can see how powerful he is, how explosive he is. Keep him at range, pick him apart with those long shots, the jab, the teeps to the midsection.
Yeah.
Oh, the high kicks.
Nice. Oh, nice spinning one as well. And it's interesting as well to see the bruising and the bloodiness on Valentin's face. What does that mean psychologically for you, Yusri, when you see the impact of your strikes swelling on your opponent's face?
Yeah, you know it works, everything you do, but also if you drop your opponent, and he dropped it twice, now he gets hit in the chin. Did you see it?
Yeah, Valentin
just stiffened up.
He stiffened up. Still recovering from it. Now gets the body locked, going for a little bit of judo because he got hit.
Yeah, fantastic work, straight into side control there, and now we get to see what Van der Brink can do from in his world effectively.
Now he's inverted again. That north-south is open. He's got a great build for it as well. You see the likes of like Jeff Monson, people like that are able to do it because they got these big upper body muscles, the shoulders, the traps, the biceps.
And when someone is like built like that on top of you and they know what they're doing, the weight they can put on you with the shoulders, the hips, the elbows is...
It's indescribable, and it's also something you can't shirk. But look at that, that's the experience. Found a little gap, made space, and look how he's getting back to his feet. Super technical there from Valentin.
Good spot for a knee there, he throws it.
Now, you talked about the bruising on the face and what that does for the Brink, but also it's disheartening, right, when you fire your best shots and somebody can still take them, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. He dropped him twice and then in the end gets stiffed up himself. And you see...
Beautiful trip takedown there.
Against the judo black belt.
Yeah, well, that must be a good feeling for Valentin.
Oh, he takes the back. This is how he finished his last fight in LFL. He got the rear naked choke.
Oh, didn't quite have the position there and he fell off the back, but he's still in a good spot here, Brian.
Yeah, he's there. You see,
big shots.
Yeah, big shots. He's got to pick the shots, but you can see there on the bottom there, Van der Brink holding onto that right leg. Oh, just muscled over.
And he's probably throwing knee. There it is.
Yeah, tie clinch and a knee.
And with the height, that obviously seems to be a strategy for Valentin every time. Oh, beautiful
he's
left,
coming
right,
forward.
and again. And the knee. Oh. Van der Brink's looking a little bit shaky there, hands low.
He took some heavy shots, Van der Brink.
He also put a lot of output when trying to finish the fight early in the round.
Yeah.
Muscle needs oxygen, and when you use as much as you've got as much muscle as he has, and you're throwing as ferociously as he does, that fatigue is going to set in very quickly.
And both men are putting a lot behind their strikes here and just wait. Oh, another beautiful right.
Whipped his head straight back.
We are seeing two absolute warriors show a huge amount of heart, aggression, desire to win in this fight.
And there's 2 potential rounds to go. No, my goodness.
This is a treat for us.
Oh.
For the viewers at home, this is a treat. I hope they can get their rest in. Look at this explosive attack of Van der Brink.
And again, was this the second knockdown? There we go. Van der Brink gets him, but amazing work from Valentin just to stay competitive, to stay moving, to stop, just not provide a static target for Van der Brink to unload on.
Well, you've got 2 things there. First of all, he's hugely durable. He can really take a shot, Valentin. But the other thing is it shows just how well prepared he is physically. You need cardio to be able to recover from those sort of spots. So that shows how seriously he's taken this fight and this preparation to be here at LFL tonight.
Yeah, you saw him maybe even like not stealing the round, but he was really getting back
close,
into the
right?
fight. It was
close.
Yeah, incredibly
crazy.
so. Especially when you consider the start of the round, and it seemed like Van der Brink was going to bulldoze over him, and Valentin kept in the fight. So it's the second round. Let's see what more fireworks we've got in store for us here. Another 5 minutes of warfare would be my guess.
Pace has slowed a little, understandably so.
Yeah, but you never know with these guys. They can explode in this brink of a second.
Yeah, if you remember the beginning of the first round, very cagey, and then they seem to go through these periods of kind of low activity before exploding into beautiful, brutal violence.
And for me, it's got to be the straight shots from Valentin. He's like those ones, the teep to the midsection. Use those to set up shots he can follow in with the overhand right, the straight left.
And after a round like that, what would you have said to either side's corners here?
I mean, it's so difficult because it was so close. You've got to know your fighter really well. And for me, Van der Brink, you can see even there a little bit of fatigue coming in. He's got to pick the times when he really explodes and use that power. From the other side, Valentin, use those straight shots. You're having good success with those combinations, but be very, very aware that that counter strike is going to come from Van der Brink.
Yeah. Valentin still got the snap in his shots. That's what you see why he could drop Van der Brink. Van der Brink has dropped his hands, you know. That shows that it's tired. Like, his defense has gone down, but I think that says a lot about his offense as well.
You can also see just a little thing, sorry, Callum, but his base, when he's on his feet, his legs are much closer together. That's a sign of fatigue as well. You're just kind of standing and plodding, but now Valentin in a great spot.
And we can see that fatigue right in that movement where Van der Brink was too static there and allowed Valentin just to swing around and have this position where he's unloading some heavy shots to the side of his head.
See Alistair over him, coaching.
It's got to be a very comforting presence to have in your corner, a man with that much storied combat experience.
Not just storied experience, the accolades as well. Dream champion, Strikeforce champion, Pride champion. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, like a Wikipedia page worth of
and the people he's fought as well. It's
the best of the best.
Yeah. Oh, this is good stuff now from Valentin. He's not getting greedy now. What he's doing is he's establishing a position to impose punishment. He's not trying to ride it, force a submission. He's just holding him there, making him carry his weight. And look, then he can react perfectly to anything that Van der Brink looks to do. Yeah,
Van der Brink was tired already, and this tires you so much, carrying somebody's weight and getting strikes.
Well, look like
he's got the technique, you know, you see in the tries that he makes, but he just doesn't have the energy left.
Look at that old school move as well, to smother the breathing a little bit there with the glove over the face.
Yeah. It's not a nice place to be.
Valentin got good pressure on top. Now in the top mount position.
But he does the right thing there. He took that move when it was easy, when the door was open. He didn't have to force it or expend any extra energy, and now he can just posture up.
And Van der Brink needs to get a little bit more active here, otherwise the referee is going to have to
call it.
Yep, he's saying he needs to see some defense here. So unless Van der Brink starts showing something soon, the referee will step in. Oh, some nasty little short distance elbows coming in here. And there's still 1 minute and 20 left in this round. There's a lot of time for Valentin to work in this position and not get greedy, Brian.
Yeah, but again, just keep the output. The referee's hovering. That's a sign. Just keep the pressure and you can get this finish. There he is. Just keep it going. Keep the output going. The referee have to step in.
Yeah, there's just a little bit lack of power on those shots. Yeah, he should maybe get a little bit more greedy and just go in more explosive and heavily on these hammer fists and elbows.
Precisely, but it seems like they are both exhausted.
Yeah.
Valentin just taking a little breather in between bouts of
Swiss hammering.
It's funny because in Switzerland they use the Allen key more, right, with IKEA?
Yeah. Now maybe.
Seeing there 30 seconds left in the round. Valentin's probably quite happy in this position. Most likely has got the round on the judges' scorecards here, Brian.
Potentially 10-8 as well. You look at the amount of time he's had in this top position.
He won't be finishing. He won't be finishing this within the round, within time. Oh!
He's going for an armbar. Oh, it looks like he's backed off a little bit. Oh, some big elbows coming in there.
Break. Stop.
My goodness.
And a bit of a shift in momentum between the first and second rounds there.
A shift going Valentin's way, yeah.
For sure, we had that very start of the first round when Van der Brink came in, all explosiveness and pure energy, and then the tide shifted in that first round into this one, Brian. It seemed very much like Valentin was in control and really dominating the proceedings.
Well, Yusri talked about it. He just had more pop in his punches. He was able to cause more damage when he connected cleanly. Even in these spots, he was able to react and get back up. He had the energy to do it. On the flip side, when Van der Brink got caught in the mount or in the side control, he just didn't have the explosive energy that he did in round number one, and that was the difference.
So we're coming up for our third round. Another 5 minutes to go, and yeah, we can see in the body language of the two fighters here, Van der Brink is having to be helped to his feet, while Valentin is ready to go. Oh, looks like the referee is having a word about whether he's okay to continue.
Oh, that's it.
The referee's called it off.
Yeah, great call by the referee.
And he spent a good, leaned over, spent a good amount of time speaking directly to the fighter there. That is excellent refereeing. And we just had Donovan come over here and talk to me about Remco. He's 2-0 and he had 4 opponent changes and he never even looked them up or said anything. He said yes to every single one of them. So despite the fact he's lost against a hugely experienced and dangerous competitor. You've got to give a
nothing out there. Both, by the end of that second round, both of them were exhausted. Both of them pushed their bodies to the limit. Yusri, let's have a look at some of these highlights.
Yeah, you see the power just in a low kick. He just spins him around and then explodes with punches from everywhere. Like Valentin just grabs, like, what's happening? Great takedown though from Valentin. And here you see Valentin with the snaps in his punches. Like every punch is so well placed and pulled back, you know, not falling in his punches. It's really great striking. Here also the placement on the chin, you know, drops him.
Making use of his reach advantage a little bit
Also,
there as well.
but also timing and just technique of striking. Yeah.
And here we have the very end of the second round where Valentin was just able to stay on top and really drain everything out of Van der Brink before he was unable to continue. So let's go now to our announcer for the official result of this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 stunning rounds, we have a decision. By referee stops contest, the winner in the blue corner, Robert Valentin.
And in one moment, we'll be hearing from Robert and how he feels after that incredible fight.
Robert.
Looks like Valentin's got some stuff to say to the camera, but we'll get the microphone over
Robert
to him quickly.
Valentin, come here, my friends. You just said you are back. This is your second fight in LFL, your second win by stoppage as well. What does that mean to you?
Guys, I dedicate this fight to my father, who's here in the crowd today. Dad, I know we had a rough time. Actually, my walk-in song was Johnny Cash, Get Rhythm. I don't know, the DJ fucked it up, but it was for you. I love you, Father. Thank you for being here. I love you.
Listen, that is as hard a fight as you're going to face. You came up against some massive shots in the first round. You had to dig deep. Your conditioning must have been so good. Your preparation for this fight as well. I mean, short notice. But just how impressed are you with your performance against an opponent like that?
So, well, let's keep it like that. It could always be better. But we got to appreciate the moment. I did the job today. I would give myself a solid 7.5. But don't worry, the Robzilla will be back in my actually own division, which is 84 kilogram. Today was some random fight in light heavyweight, but expect my best shape in my next fight at middleweight. I'm coming for all the titles in Europe. Keep the name on your fucking board, bitches, because I'm here, and I'm here to own this fucking place.
That says it all. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time. Your winner, Robert Valentin.
If only all fighters gave themselves a rating out of 10 after each bout.